Why are some Olympic records held by unexpected athletes? Imagine watching a race or a jump and suddenly seeing someone you never expected to set a new record. It happens more often than you might think in Olympic history. Some records are held by athletes who were not the pre-game's favorites or even well-known before the event. This surprises many fans and makes the games even more exciting. So, why does this happen? Let's look at some real reasons behind these unexpected record holders. One big reason is a breakthrough performance. Sometimes, an athlete hits their peak at just the right moment. For example, in 1968, Bob Beamon made a long jump of 29 feet 2.5 inches. That was almost a feet farther than the previous record. No one saw it coming because Beamon was not the favorite. His jump was so extraordinary that officials had to find extra measuring tape to record it. It was a moment when an athlete's focus and physical condition combined perfectly. Another reason is that underdogs often seize the moment. Athletes who are not expected to win or break records sometimes do just that. Emil Zatopek won the marathon in 1952, even though it was his first marathon race. Abebe Bikila ran the 1960 marathon barefoot and won, bringing attention to East African runners. These athletes surprised everyone because they were not the usual favorites, but they rose to the challenge and made history. Changing conditions also play a role. Sometimes, weather, altitude, or new technology and equipment can give unexpected athletes an advantage. For example, high-altitude locations can help runners and jumpers perform better. The evolution of sports gear, like lighter shoes or better track surfaces, can also boost performances. Athletes who adapt quickly to these changes can set records that stand for many years. Some records are held by athletes who achieved something impossible to beat. Nadia Comaneci scored the first perfect 10 in gymnastics at the 1976 Olympics. Since the scoring system does not allow for a higher score, her record cannot be broken. She reached a performance level that others can only match, not surpass. Certain records stay unbroken for decades because the performance was so advanced that future athletes find it hard to catch up. This can be due to a combination of talent, technique, and the perfect conditions on that day. For example, some swimming records from the early 2000s still stand because the swimmer's skill and the technology used were ahead of their time. Finally, some athletes have hidden potential that they develop over years. Ryan Krauser, a shot putter, was not expected to dominate at first. But through dedicated training and gradual improvement, he broke Olympic records multiple times. These athletes often have a mix of natural talent, smart training, and mental toughness that helps them peak during the Olympics. In the end, Olympic records held by unexpected athletes show how unpredictable and inspiring the games can be. They reminded us that anyone can rise to the occasion and make history. Sometimes, the most surprising performances become the most memorable moments in Olympic history.